So, I'm attempting a Portal 1 speedrun, glitchless, using a wireless keyboard for this because my regular keyboard does not work anymore right now.
Hello, and again, welcome to the.
Pausing that because otherwise you will not be able to hear me, and it's not needed. Right now, I am just waiting for GLaDOS to stop talking so I can uh, get out of here. Turn the brightness down on my computer. That way it's probably easier to see. I've played this game many times in the past before, and I've tried to do live streams, or not live streams, speedruns off camera, and my personal best was like just under half hour. And that is with some time delay, like with some deaths. And I'm not the best at this game. I'm not trying to say I'm like a super expert at it, because there's some strats I just cannot do, like the proper throwing of the cubes. Um, there are going to be some chambers that I will be able to do pretty easily, pretty quickly, like chamber, I think it's chamber 14, whichever one is the one that is like 10 seconds. I won't be able to do it in like the normal way. Uh, Other people will be able to do it in like 3 seconds. I'd probably be able to do it in 9 seconds, though. It's gonna be pretty slow at the beginning part because, yeah. Sorry I'm streaming it like this. No, it's not the most optimal way to do it, but I'm working with what I got. I don't know how to live stream it from the computer, get the best quality capturing of it and all, but like, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to be doing any crazy glitches. I'm not going to go out of bounds or anything. Just a simple glitchless speedrun. And I'm not looking to break any world records with this. I'm just simply going to try and get a personal best. Okay, major time loss right there. I don't care what my time is going to be at the end, really. All I'm hoping is that, it's a decent enough time that it's at least ranked somewhere in the 1000s, mid 1000s overall. That's my goal. That is what I'm setting out to do. That is my goal for this. Not looking to reach the stars or anything, just do my best with what I know and what I got. And right now, we've just gotten the portal gun, and we are doing these chambers. Right now, I know these chambers like the back of my hand, pretty much. I've played them so many times, and the fact there's only 20 makes it a lot easier to memorize. I think, yeah. I used to be able to speed run Portal 2 in one sitting quite often before the past, but attention span and all made it kind of difficult. Oh, right. I gotta go in the room first before the portal starts spawning. Forget that sometimes. This is gonna be one chamber that's gonna be a lot of time lost because I'm not really good at throwing. Aiming. Oh my god! Oh my god! That was awful. All right. Yeah. I'm really worried for the chamber where you get the second portal gun, because for me that's one of the ones I am the worst at. Getting the timing right for the orb. Trying to. Oh, that's not good. That just fell. Oh my god. The elevators in this game are really tricky as well because you gotta be standing in a very specific spot. Well, you don't have to stand in a specific spot. I mean, if you're standing too close to it, to the door when you walk into it, you're just not gonna get into it. This chamber right here is probably one of my least favorites because it's so boring. It's I would argue it's more simple and easy than the first chamber because at least with the first chamber, it's memorable because of the beginning part being so damn long and it being the beginning. But that you were just in and out in an instant. Yeah, I do not like these orb things in this game. I'm glad that they replaced it with the laser in the second game because it's so much better, so much quicker to use, and it opens itself up more for better props like the mirror cube. I forget the name of it, the official name of it at least. Yeah. So in case it hasn't been obvious, I've been in a bit of a Portal mood as of late. You know, there was the live stream where I was 100%ing the port fart. That is horrible time loss. Oh, uh, forgot what I was doing. What was I saying? Yeah. Um, yeah, I've been in a bit of a Portal mood recently because, as you know, I've done the live stream where I was 100%ing the Lego Dimensions Portal 2 Hub World in one sitting, which, was alright. That was fun-ish, except for trying to find all those Wheatley monitors. Hated that part so much. Nope. Still nope. That's better. There we go. I don't know if you need to put that portal up on the ceiling, but I like to do it just in case I fall through again. Anyway. And then, of course, I'm doing this live stream, so... Yep. And I may or may not have another ranking video coming up about Portal. Stay tuned for that. Oh god, that was laggy. Oh my god, my game is lagging. What's happening? Choppy, choppy. I know for a fact that there's like a exploit you can do right here where you fall through this portal twice before that part opens up to quickly get across without having to wait for it a second time. Because I've done it once, but I've never gotten consistent at it. The fact I did it in the first place was nothing more than a complete accident. Okay, here we go. Now I just gotta freaking wait. Oop. Come on. Damn it. I would say either this chamber or chamber 19 or is my least favorite. I really hate this chamber. What? You gotta be kidding me. This is exactly why I hate this goddamn chamber. It's so damn long. For no reason. They could have made the turning cycle on this thing at least a 2% faster. Because right now it is just so needlessly and ridiculously slow. This chamber just pisses me off. I've never, in all my years, have been able to get through this one without dying at the very least once. I think another chamber that's going to be difficult for me is the companion cube chamber, because it's long on its own enough without needing to do any kind of crazy glitches to do it. But there's just one glitch that could help me that I can do, but just not well enough for me to it to be viable for this, where I basically jump with the companion cube on the wall. Object hovering, I think it's called. But I've never been able to do it to a point where I can get up to the ledge where you need to go to progress while keeping the companion cube with me. What I may try to do is I may try to stack two cameras, one on top of each other, then put the companion cube on top of that, pray for my life it doesn't fall over, climb on top of it, and then pick the Jesus Christ, pick the companion cube back up and completely cheese the chamber. Because I have done that. I can do it. I've done it like twice. But the setup for it is really long. From what I can find, it's inconsistent as well. And sorry, I'm just focused right now. Yep, that was beautiful. I loved every second of that. Oh my god. Get me out of here. The like speedrun, like the official developer challenge speedrun of this chamber, knocked the wind out of me, just to say the least. And then the least portals one, forget about it. Yep. People can do this one in 3 seconds. It's a really cool speedrun for this chamber. I have a lot of respect for people who do speedruns. You know, it's not an easy thing to do, to learn all the techniques, all the strategies, all the glitches. God damn it, again! What was I saying? Yeah, I have a lot of respect for people who do speed runs, because it's no easy task to learn everything, to get it all perfect. And people who can do it, mad props. Oh. Yep. That's to be expected with me. I don't know if what I'm doing here would be considered a glitch, but it's definitely a cheat. Honestly, I think this might be my favorite chamber, despite me not being able to get it consistent each time because it's basically a giant playground for Portal. You get to do experiment with all sorts of different types of mechanics of the level. Here we go, another excuse me, waiting. One reason why I don't have the attention span to speedrun Portal 2 anymore is because there's just so much more waiting moments of the game, like the beginning of chapter 1 it's just a glorified loading screen. So much of it is. Beautiful. Fantastic. I love that it just does that. You know, I would love to keep my cube in my hand at all times. But sometimes the game just makes you drop it. For no reason. That's one change in Portal 2 I am very glad they've made. Because in Portal 1, sometimes you just drop stuff randomly without pressing the pick up or drop button. But in Portal 2, you cling onto that shit. There's no force great enough to pry something out of Chell's hands. This part of the chamber never fails to make me very anxious because it's basically all RNG. Whether or not insta-kill orbs will just be in front of you or not. And with this gigantic obstructive cube in your face at all times, it really makes it hard to tell where it's going to be. What I try to do with these cameras is I try to set and place them, where they're opposite of each other to try and make it evened out. That did not work. Because if you just stack them haphazardly, it will create a slope that will cause the companion cube to just fall. And if you try to put the companion cube up on that ledge there, I don't know what the developers did, but it just pushes it back. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that just happened. Oh, this is going spectacularly. Oh, glorious day, oh fraptious day. Oh, this is just what I needed. This is exactly what makes me so happy. Oh, I just love it when things don't go my way. I just love it when I try to do something and it just goes so wrong. I know for a fact that... Oh my god, there we go. Why? Why does this happen to me? It would be so much simpler, so much easier if you would just be good, comply. What am I? Oh my god. If I just done the chamber normally, I would have already been done. I can guarantee you that. Please. Okay. Well, that was painless. If there was no wind box, I guess, that pushes the companion cube off the ledge there, I would just like object hover with a camera to get up there to easily do this, but for some reason it just goes off. Maybe that was used as a maybe that's prevention, so you don't like soft lock yourself out of beating the chamber, because there are some chambers where you can just get yourself stuck, and you know the game acknowledges it and makes you so that you're unstuck, even in Portal 2. But I don't see why. Fantastic. Anyway, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get this PC thing here, because I'm going to use it to jam the exit door, get out. Well, it's not really the exit door because, you know, there's still the momentum part of it at the end. But it's supposed to be a big time save. So you skip out on the turret section, which I really don't like in this game. And I think right here is my least favorite thing to do, because I have to stand this thing upright so I can domino it into the door, but it never, ever wants to do that. And then this is where I don't like to use the keyboard, because it's always hard for precision to get it. Don't you dare. I think that's good. That's perfect. Okay, gotta hurry. We will not speak of this. I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but I saw someone do this once in the speedrun, so that's what I'm doing. Alright, that should be good. So glad it went better this time and didn't work at all on the first time. Whew. That scared me. Thought I wasn't going to make it, but we did. That's good. Now here comes the easy part. Watch me mess it up somehow. Oh my god, I hit the camera. Never happened to me before. I promise if I do another speedrun thing, I won't stream it like this. Yeah, this is not in the slightest going to be the most handsome speedrun you're ever going to watch. That part always makes me nervous. And now we wait. Because I am very obviously not skilled enough to do any kind of crazy skips here. Sorry about this. Yeah. I will say that as test chambers come, I have a small bias for this one because I thought how it was brought back in Portal 2 was really cool. I mean, most of the, well, not most of, but a good chunk of the chambers from this game was brought back in the beginning of Portal 2. I thought, I just stopped for a second. That was weird. But I think the way it was executed here was really well done, having to go backwards instead of forwards. You know, there was another reason why I did that LEGO Dimensions Portal 2 Hub World 100%ing stream. But I'm not going to say what. It's a surprise. Just know, in that stream, there was a reason why I kept stopping in some areas and look around them. Ooh, that was lucky. I didn't think I was going to make that. Sorry for being a little bit grumpy in this stream, but you know, it's like 10 o'clock pretty much at night. You know, I don't know why I waited so long to do this stream till late into the night, but you know, it is what it is. I made my bed, so I have to sleep in it. This part of the game really stresses me out because I've never in my life been able to do this escape sequence deathless. And I can guarantee you right now I'm going to die in some point during this part of the game. That's not a theory. That is a promise. Cross my heart and hope the flies stick a cupcake in my eye. Put that there right now. Itchy. This part. I can't not die at least once during this because for some reason that's not usually where I die. Because for some reason that conveyor belt right there, it just pushes me forward and crushes me. Didn't do it this time, but it did launch me at least somewhat. Ooh, that was good. That was beautiful. It made me happy, made me smile. Whoopsie daisy. Itchy. Oh my god. The fact that this game is as short as it is, too, really elevates my desire to try and speedrun it because I can just knock it out in a matter of an hour or so. As opposed to Portal 2, where it's much more difficult and longer, harder, giggity. While I'm playing this game, something I want to mention is the crosshair for the portal gun. Because in this game, it's much different than how it is in Portal 2, in the sense that when you hover over portal-able surfaces, it lights up like that. When it's hovering over something that can't be portaled, it's hollow. And you know which portal you've placed down last because it highlights it on the whichever color it is on. However, in Portal 2, the way it's done is that it's always hollow. It's never lit up unless you already placed down a portal of that color. And I don't know why they made that change because it just makes much more sense in this game, the way it works, than it does in Portal 2. And it makes, placing portals better. Because you just remember which one you placed down last, always. Just a simple glance over and you see it. However, in Portal 2, if you forget which portal you placed down last, tough luck. And they carried over that part of the Portal 2 version of the cursor into LEGO Dimensions, which, makes sense for that game, considering how much less you'll be using it. This part of the game, I hate trying to speedrun, because normally Jesus Christ. Normally what you would do is you would carefully take out all of the all Jesus Christ, what can I talk? all of these turrets before doing all that. But in a speedrun, you gotta do it fast and instant. And it's not always consistent. What? Okay, we are very near the end of the game. The GLaDOS boss fight is not the hardest part of the game for me. You know, it's once you memorize all the locations where the spheres will spawn, the best way to attack GLaDOS, it just becomes second nature to you, really. I say that now, but watch me absolutely biff it. Another change I'm glad they made in Portal 2 was the designs of both the spheres, and GLaDOS herself, because they aren't looking too handsome in this game. And now, lower, we come to the actual boss fight. I don't know when this is most. I don't know when people tend to stop the timer in this run, in this game. Whether it's the minute you put the last sphere in the furnace, or when the cake shows up. I'm not sure. All I know is, for me personally, when I put the last sphere in the furnace, that's when I stop the timer. Because that's basically when the game ends. There's nothing left to do except wait for the final moments. I like to put the first portal set there for the GLaDOS boss fight because the first sphere always... Jesus Christ! It always lands there. So it's easiest to just do that, even though I clearly had a little bit of issues there. Had to do a triple take. Trying to blow bubbles. 1, 2, 3. If there's one part of the game where I think having volume on is necessary, it would be the parts where the rockets are firing, because it's mostly an audible thing. There's this small visual showing for it, but mostly you just want to listen to it. And my game keeps lagging. That's beautiful. This sphere always gives me a little bit of anxiety to try and grab because it's never the most consistent for me. But after I put this bad boy into the furnace, that's game set for me. That's it. I'm done. Just to be safe, however, because again, I don't know when is typically when people stop their timer for speedrunning this game. So I'm just gonna wait till the candle is put out. But yeah. Saying I've been live for about 40 minutes, which which is insane to me because it really doesn't feel like it's been that long. It feels like it's been like 10 minutes at least. But that's the glory of speedruns, I guess. There are so many inconsistencies between Portal 1 and 2. Like, the outside of the enrichment center. Because in this game, it's like a parking lot you're in. But in Portal 2, it's like a wheat field. Then there's the fact that GLaDOS is back in her chamber, even though she was clearly outside at the end of this game. They tried to connect Portal 1 to 2 by making Shelby dragged at the end, which, upon release of this game, that didn't happen. But when Portal 2 came out, they updated the game so that she's dragged back into the facility to try to explain why she's suddenly there. But, you know, the consistencies are more than just that for it to really make sense. And I've since... Sorry, I'm eating. Yep. I've concocted a theory that everything in Portal 2, well, most of everything in Portal 2, was pre-planned by GLaDOS. And there's, you know, a lot of evidence to support that. But that's not for this video, because this video is over. Catch y'all next time. How I end this.